Okay, folks, this may be a long video, it may be a short video. I don't know. We have got a very pretty butterfly, and it's just sitting there. And I'm thinking, that's pretty cool. So I got my camera out, and I don't have on my macro lens, but this should still give a pretty good shot. At least I hope so. And the butterfly, as you can see, is just sitting there. He occasionally will, oh, there he goes. There he goes. Wings go down, wings go up. I don't know what he's doing. He could be putting out scent for a mate. He could be resting, or she could be resting. All I know is that it's right pretty. And seems to be he's turning this way. Oh yeah, you can see the blue on the wings, I hope. Looks black until you look at the wings, and then you can see this gorgeous blue. Oh, he's looking right at us. There he is, getting the wings weathered out. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. This is why I am enthralled every day with the garden here. I come out, I was going to go to the other end of the garden and do a shot probably on some yellow butterfly wing wild ginger. But then I saw this fella, and he's just right next to my patio, and that's just so pretty that I'm not going anywhere till he does, or she. Now I know I am unbelievably privileged. No, that's not the right word. Lucky? Perhaps. But you've got to realize that to get to this moment has taken 25 years. 5 years in Canada while we talked and dreamed, and 20 years here. First buying a small, about 250 square meters triangle of land, and then a section came up behind us for sale, and then another section came up. We built our house, we landscaped, we re-landscaped, we kept changing and making something new and allowing the garden to tell us what to do. In and out of focus there. I'm going to, always I play, what can I tell you? Here we go. Oh, I am what? All right, we're going into center. And we'll move this over just a bit. There. And as pretty as that is, and it is very pretty. I'm going to move this there. Bingo. That should put the focus right on the head of this gorgeous butterfly. I hope so, anyway. But as I was saying, 20 years here, 25 altogether in round numbers. And the garden has gone through a multitude of different revisions. But each one has brought us more beautiful butterflies and birds, flowers, blossoms. It's just incredible. And as much as I loved life in the village, and as a lighthouse keeper and a deckhand on a mission boat that went around the coast into all sorts of gorgeous places, this is where I belong. It's a beautiful place to live. It gives me all sorts of things that I could get nowhere else, including, and you can hear it, quiet. There's no chainsaw today, there's no karaoke, there's no howling dogs, just a nice quiet day for now. The loudest noise is men sweeping the yard. Yeah. Now there's one of the things that I'm pleased worked for us. When we got men, she swept away 99% of the Filipino women and men who sweep too. They make a broom without a handle, basically. You take your what are called broomsticks. They come from coconut leaves. And you wrap them together with a piece of rubber tire that was cut off. And they're about 2 feet long, which means you've got to bend over all day long and your back's got to get sore. And I always thought from the first time I saw it that this was just a way of getting people to show humility and submission and putting them in their place. So he said, wait a minute, men, try this. And we got her to put a broom handle, Canadian style, something that's about 4 feet long, 5 feet long, and tie the broomsticks to it. And all of a sudden she's sweeping upright, and that was years ago, and she's never gone back to sweeping stooped over like that. And I'm thankful. It makes life easier for her. And that's a good deal. And I tell you, I had to laugh the first time I saw the announcement. I was still a pastor in the United Church of Christ in the Philippines, a lay pastor, to be precise. And the announcement said that the conference was holding a meeting on such and such a date and such a place, and please, all of the wives of the pastors and the women that were coming, remember to bring your broomsticks. And instantly, being a Canadian that I am, I pictured a nicely bent and knurled broomstick with a handle that you could ride on through the skies because you're a witch. But what they were talking about were what they tied together and made sweeping brooms out of. And they would sell them to raise funds for the church. There goes the dog. It's getting barky time. Yeah. Somehow the English language doesn't translate well from country to country. You get the basic communication going because it's the working language, but there are subtle and not subtle differences that make it difficult to work in English in a different country. In Canada, being a long-time motorcyclist, or an old school biker, call it what you will, I use bungee cords a lot to strap stuff onto my motorcycle. You'd hook one end of it and wrap it around tight and it'd never come off. Well, I wanted to do the same thing in the Philippines. The only trouble was, I gotta move this just a bit, folks. Get the butterfly moved, and I'm gonna bring it up just a bit because we can't see his head. We'll go with the wings. There. Oh, there he goes. Beat, beat, beat with the wings. And I'd pull into the motorcycle shop and say, "You got any bungee cords?" And they'd look at me and say, "No." And eventually, I got smart and I said, "I'm looking for this," and I described them. And the guy said, "Sure, no problem, got lots of them. How many do you want?" And I said, "Give me half a dozen." And sure enough, what he pulled out was, to me, a bungee cord. But to him, it was an elastic. I could have saved myself a lot of trouble. I said, "Have you got an elastic?" That he would have known. English, both words, but entirely different meanings. Same thing with the broomsticks. Well, that's all right. It's something to learn as you go along, I suppose. Can't believe the butterfly's still there. That's incredible. Why is it doing that shake, rattle, and roll thing? I don't know. I'll look at this with my glasses. I'll see how sharply it's focused. Ooh, that looks pretty good. All right, he's moved again. There. Right at us. Isn't that? I'm going there. Okay, he's going to be there for a bit. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to loosen that off and loosen that off. And if I can do this, I hope, without scaring him. I'm bringing the camera up, tightening it down. There. And now, there. Not quite, a little more. There you go. Okay, we're back in focus. Now you can see the incredible color on the upper wing. I raise the camera just a bit. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There are days that life is good, and this be one of them. Yes, it is. I'm not even going to try to get any closer. The urge is there, but I'm going to resist it. Sometimes you just got to let the beauty be the beauty. And each animal I have found, I used to do a lot of macro work outside. And I found that all of these little beasties, or in my yard, have got a fight or flight distance. And that as long as I stayed outside of that distance, didn't even have to stay way outside of it, just a little outside of it. All right, we're going to brighten this up just a bit, I hope. There, we'll see if that works. Oh. If it's going to come way too loud. Put it back to where it was there. Don't know how well we can see him now, but I'll find out on the big screen. Okay. But they have, all right, back to what I was talking about, this flight or fight. And I'm a great deal bigger than a butterfly, and I hope somewhat tougher. So they usually flight rather than fight. But as long as I stayed out of that, I could get some incredible shots, detail and up close and personal. It was just amazing. Oh, all right. I'm going to move just a bit. he go, do you think? I don't know. Oh yeah, there he is, there he is. All right, we're a bit closer. I'm just exploring at this point, folks. Yes, I am. I'm just exploring. Well, as you can see, as I sit here, yeah, all right. I'm going to leave it right there. I knew I shouldn't have tried to get any closer. He's gone. And so am I. Y'all have a good day, and hopefully we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.